Sales storytelling is not like normal business storytelling. Most books that you read on storytelling are storytelling for leaders, for change, for strategy, and they're one way. They're using stories to pass information in one direction, from the leader to the troops. But sales conversations are two-way, and there's a secret to sales storytelling that you need to know. The secret to sales storytelling is the story exchange. There's a wonderful convention in human conversation, and it is if you tell a story, the other person feels like telling a story back. I've worked all over the world, and that seems to be universal. If you tell your personal story, and if you include in your story your ups and downs of your career and why you do what you do, and if at the end of that story you say something like, well, enough about me, what about you, Mr. Client? How did you get into your role? You're going to hear back their career story. And if you put something personal into your story, you'll get something personal back. And this is the true basis. This is the true beginning of rapport. And then as you move into that first meeting, if you tell a story about another client of yours like them and how they succeeded with your products and services, and if at the end of that story you say something like, well, how are things around here? You'll hear back from them how things are around there. If you included in your story how your other client avoided failure and how they really felt about their situation and the ups and downs, the true story of how things were, you'll get back the true story, the ups and downs and the potential failures from your new client, from your future client. And that's gold. Almost all sales instruction is about questions. Ask this question, ask that question. But if you can get into a story exchange, you'll get far more information, you'll get far more detail about your client's situation, and they'll understand you and your company much better because you exchanged stories, personal stories for building rapport, and business success and failure stories for understanding each other's business. That's what discovery is all about. It's about really understanding each other. So the secret to sales storytelling is sharing stories. It's the story exchange. And that's what the very best salespeople do. They tell stories to get stories. And I wish you well with that.